Also tonight at 5 to 9, an audience with Diana Ross. Right now, though, let's get physical.
Gladiators, sponsored by Ready Brek. Together they're packed with energy.
To find the Supreme Gladiators champion has begun. Tonight, 1995 Ashes winner Karen Sampi will face last year's Gladiators champion Jane Smith. And 1995 champ Mark Everett competes against 1993 champion Phil Norman. The prize, the ultimate reward for the ultimate challenge. Now, welcome your hosts, Ulrika Johnson and John Fashanu.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to the National Indoor Arena here in Birmingham and to a series of 3 Gladiator specials. Now, after 8 eventful years, this sadly is our last series. Well, we're going out in style. What we're doing is we're bringing back champions from past and present to battle it out for Supreme Champion of Gladiators. And to make the show even more special, we're bringing back Mr. Awooga himself, John Fashanu. Welcome back.
Thank you, Ollie. I've got to talk about the prizes. The most important thing, the cash. Somebody is going to walk away with £8,000 in cash.
To join in, but let's meet our former champions tonight. They are Karen Sampi
and Jane Smith. Come on, girl.
A very warm welcome back, Karen. Now, when did we last see you on screen?
Oh, in 95. That's 4 years ago now.
It is, and your hair's grown a bit, hasn't it?
I'm in disguise.
But in fact, we've seen you backstage quite a lot because you've been involved in some massaging and things like that.
Yeah, I've been kind of back every year because I now do a lot of massage. And
sports massage?
Sports massage, yeah, which I actually picked up from doing these shows in the first place, from having treatment myself.
So that's what Gladiators has brought about in your life?
Absolutely, yeah.
And how does it feel to come back? How have things changed?
Oh, not changed at all, but it's kind of different this time.
Yeah, and there's a lot of money at stake. How do you feel about that?
I'm trying to think about it, actually.
But you're feeling okay? You're looking forward to the shows?
Yeah, I'm going to go out there and keep smiling, have a laugh, really.
Well, we remember your smile and we look forward to seeing you out on the events. Let's hear it for Karen Sampi!
Okay, Jane, you won last year. What have you been doing since last year? Anything special?
I've still been training. Obviously, I'm a springboard diver, so I've still been doing that. Last year was a great year for me. You know, I won the series, which is a real accolade. You know, I loved every minute of it, and I've been fortunate enough to be asked back this year.
And how hard do you think it's going to be here tonight against everybody who's won before, may I add?
Last year, you don't know what to expect. You know, you come into Gladiators first time. You know, you just go pot luck, and luckily it worked out for me. So this year, you know what to expect. You know it's going to be tough. Everyone's had the day, so you know everyone's a winner in the end, really.
Jane, off you go. Get yourself ready. Jane Smith!
Well, we've met the girls. Now it's time to meet the guys. Tonight they are Mark Everett
and Phil Norman. Come on, guys.
Welcome back, Mark. Slightly different hair situation.
Yes, last time I had a long ponytail, but I thought it was time to get that cut off.
Oh, you have to remind everybody at home what you do and where you're from.
Well, I'm from Boston, Lincolnshire, so hello, Boston there.
And what do you do?
I work for social services.
Right, and what have you been doing since we saw you last?
Well, I've more or less got back into my old routine. I've had a new baby girl. She's called...
I know, because you had a little son, Harlem, before.
Yes. Harlem's now 3.
Doesn't it make you feel old?
I feel old now, yes. Now, Shay Milan, she's 5 months now.
Is she here?
She is, yes.
Gosh, so a little budding gladiator. And how do you feel about taking part tonight?
I've been studying the other guys, and I think, you know, it's going to be so close. The winner is going to really have to do is going to have to work hard for it.
Absolutely, that's what we like to see here on Gladiators. Let's hear it from Mark Everett.
Well, Phil, you were last here in '93. That's a long time ago. What sort of things have you been doing since '93?
Yeah, 7 years ago. Got into my martial arts a lot more. Did 2 British titles and a world title last year.
What, you won?
Yeah, that's correct. Went back to school. Just completed my final exams in my degree. So.
Congratulations, Phil. Well done.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready for a good blowout.
And do you think you're going to win?
To be perfectly honest, I'm here just to give it me all. It's the ultimate one. It's the final one.
So you really are taking it very seriously?
Always.
That's what we like to hear. Phil, we wish you all the best. Phil Norman!
Well, now we've met the guys and we've met the girls, so let the games begin. Getting ready to score with the blue balls, it's Jane. Scoring with the red balls, it's Karen. And tonight they're facing Vogue and Rebel.
The Vogue and the Rebel kick off the 1999 campaign. The Powerball pitch a sight to make the nerves of toughest contenders tingle. Jane Smith, ladies champion last year, stacks up like this, 1.75 meters tall, tipping the scales at 64 kilos. She's clashing head-to-head with Rebel, who'll be claiming a 5 centimetre and 2 kilo advantage.
3, 2, 1.
Jane up and running. Oh, Rebel gets her down and crashing. Vogue manhandles Karen to the floor. An opening taster of what's to come for these 2 contenders. Karen Sempe collects, leads Vogue for dead and plants a 2-pointer. Rebel plants Jane. Karen's third sortie, sorted by the Gladiator. Jane with space. Scores! Oh no, Rebel knocks the basket away. Should have been 2 for Jane there. John Anderson might have something to say about that. Karen versus Vogue. And Vogue hauls her down. Jane pops one in the pokey to level the score. Her mum loves it. Karen's already shown she can evade the Vogue. Oh, not this time. Searing slam down for a ball. Oh, Karen's in trouble. Less than 20 seconds to play, and Karen's shoulder took the brunt of that heavy tackle. Bravely playing on. Jane picks up and lets go in the space of 2 seconds. Karen wide and pops another 2-pointer in the pot. Jane again. Oh, but Rebel snuffs her out like a candle. And Vogue makes light work of Karen. Time's up, the big worry being Karen's shoulder injury. She caught Vogue napping, came wide, but Vogue recovered well for the tackle, and Karen lands shoulder first.
Jane, I have to say, Rebel was a pretty good match for you. Both very tall.
Yeah, definitely. You know, she's a good tackler. She elbowed me in the jaw at the end, but I managed to get one, hopefully. So, you know, it's a tough game. Takes a lot out of you.
It certainly does. We'll wait to find out what the scores are. And Karen, you received a bit of a bruising there from Vogue.
Yeah, just straight on my left shoulder, and then Vogue came down on top of me, but...
All right, let's bring John Anderson in and find out what the scores are, John.
Right, it's quite interesting. Karen had 4 very good points, scored 4. And Jane scored 2, but the other ball was going in, and the Gladiator knocked the pod, and therefore the ball came out. So I'm awarding that 2 points to Jane. 4 points each.
4 points each. Let's hear it for Karen and Jane. Well done.
Eagle-eyed Anderson also spotted that Rebel backed into the basket, denying Jane what was rightfully hers. With the opening event under their belt, it's all square on 4 apiece.
Over to the men's event. Scoring with the blue balls, it's Phil. Getting ready to score with the red balls, it's Mark. And tonight, they're facing Ace and Hunter.
When you're facing this twosome, the prospect is gruesome. They're lean, they're mean, they're nothing like Mr. Bean. Hunter and Ace have not come to mess about. The contenders are winding themselves up for this clash of the Titans. Here's how the pre-match pair-up went.
Your choice. Powerball, ace.
And why did you pick ace?
For the weight advantage. Because he's a big guy, and I think I might be able to slip him.
The ace may want to disprove that theory. Phil shaking his head at the prospect of Hunter. Mark Everett backs his judgment with a blistering 2-point effort. Reloads for a second bite. Fast and furious. Mark's fast. Ace is furious. But Phil's flattened by Hunter. 4-0 to Mark. Mark again. Ace trumps him with a heavy hand. Phil can't make the stretch to elude Hunter. A slow start from Phil Norman. Hunter determined to be the conqueror. Mark on the offensive. Ace struggling for a purchase. And Mark sells him out. Oh, and banks an easy 3-pointer to the middle basket. Phil's in the thick of it, and Ace knocks the basket away. Phil furious with that misfortune as Ace robs Mark. Phil still looking to get off the mark, but Hunter's still looking to get him on the deck. Mark with time and space and another 3 points on the scoreboard. Phil locks and loads, but the Hunter spikes his gun. Mark, all the time in the world, giving Ace a lesson in this game. Another 3 points. Phil still battling, but the Hunter and the Horn will have him beaten on this memorable occasion. An explosive opening for Mark Everett. 13 points on the Powerball pitch. And even when Ace got a grip of the situation, Mark the Shark just took him on, shook him off, and headed for where the points were.
Mark, absolutely sensational. That's got to be one of the hardest tests.
That guy, I chose him because he was a big guy, but he did surprise me. He could still move. He's still got the rhythm there.
Let's call John Anderson in. Give some scores.
Well, pretty one-sided there. Phil fought very hard, but unfortunately failed to score. Mark had a sensational 13 points.
13 points! Congratulations! And let's hear it for Phil Norman. Well done.
As the guys head for the locker room, here's the confirmation. 13-0 to Mark with one event gone, but it looks like Karen Sampey's got some news, and it's not good.
Well, Karen, we did say in Powerball that you were hurt. What's exactly happened?
Just in my joint. I think it just popped out and then popped back in again.
And this is, I really don't know what to say, because you've done one event, which is almost such a false start. You get worked up and you've been motivating yourself for this. You get in and it's over so quickly.
Yeah, well, 30-second comeback kid, eh? It happens. But good luck to Janet. I hope you can carry on, but all the best.
We'll still see you around, because you'll hang around for the rest of the show, won't you?
Yeah, that'd be great, thanks.
Let's hear it for Karen Sampey. And of course, in the event of an injury, we're bringing in our substitute. Have you been warming up, Janet Allen?
Yes, I have. I've been warming up in the backstage. I really feel it for Karen. She's a great athlete. And it's just a shame that it has to happen this way.
Well, there's plenty of support for you out here in the arena, so let's hear it for Janet Allen.
So, ladies Gladiators champion of 1995, Londoner Janet Allen steps into the fray for Karen Sampey.
And standing at the foot of the wall, it's Janet. She's going to be pursued by lightning. Also getting ready to climb, it's Jane! She's going to be chased by Falcon!
The feathered phantom soars 1.70 m in height and weighs in at 70 kilos. The family favourite Lightning is also 170 and scales at 57 kilos. And just 3 weeks ago, she became a mum to baby Lexus. So it's a testimony to Lightning's fitness that she's back so quick. Janet Allen in the pink, Jane in yellow. 7-second start and 10 points at the top for the winner. Here come the Glads. Lightning and Falcon both sublime on the climb. And this set to be a gripping contest. Lightning on Janet's tail, Jane keeping the bird of prey at bay. Upwardly mobile, Jane looks to have left her worries behind her, but Lightning proving her get up and go hasn't gone. Jane at the top. Fash will sum it up in a second, but for Janet, the writing's on the wall. Lightning with a customary flash of brilliance.
Jane, well done, congratulations. You made that look easy.
Yeah, I struggled a bit on the top. I was a bit panicking. I could see Falcon below me. just kept looking up, struggled, nearly fell off at the top, but I got over in the end.
Could you feel how close Falcon was behind you?
Yeah, I could see her directly below me, but I just kept looking up, and I made it over.
Well done, 10 points! Well done, Jane!
As Fash so wisely observed, Jane made it look easy. A great win over the usually infallible Falcon. Here's how that affects the scores. For being caught, Janet stays on 4, but Jane moves to 14 after 2 events. Meanwhile, in the stands, there's a flood of emotion as Karen Sampi is consoled by her mum, Trish. A real tough break after only 20 seconds of Gladiators. Dad Peter's on hand too, and I'm filling up myself here.
Getting ready to swing is Mark. And Phil. And they'll be facing Rhino and the Wolfman.
Earlier, I asked 1995 Gladiators champ Mark Everett how appearing on Glad's changed his life.
After winning the Gladiators, I was sort of an overnight celebrity in Lincolnshire. Everybody seemed to know me, and wherever I went, people come over to me and tap me on the shoulders. And I went on to judging some talent shows. I did Miss Boston, and I did a baby talent show, and I tended to raise quite a lot of money for charity around the area as well.
3, 2, 1.
Down to the drop zone and up for the points. Mark high and mighty and claws his way to a pair of reds. Great opening swing worth 6. Phil has a 2-point blue. Mark bins his booty and turns for more. Good defensive work from Wolf and Rhino. Phil on the recoil and suddenly all ends up. Mum Fon can see the fun. Third swing. And Phil's tussled away by Rhino and now he's tangled with Mark. This will cost them time, all tied up with nowhere to go, and you can't afford to hang about on swing shots. Mark has a pair of 1-point yellows he needs to get binned. Phil spits out his and takes flight on his 4th swing. The spectre of Phil is too much for the Wolf. Phil with the reds and the blue, but they're twisted again. These contenders have tied the knot more often than Jim Davidson. Mark's fans on their feet, well, 4 of them are. Phil with a red ball in his mouth glides to the platform. Can he beat the clock? Mark's blue ball in and out, so that won't count. That's the horn, hardly a shambles at all. In slow motion, we can relive how Phil finds himself head and shoulders above the rest, snatches the red, and then realises his rope has twisted round Mark's for a second time. And that's never happened before in 8 years of Glads, believe me.
And a result of that competition, Phil Norman, 6 points. And Mark, an incredible 10 points.
2 events down, 3 to go. It's 23-6. Here's Fash.
Don't go away. Join us for more exciting fun after the break here on Gladiators. Awooga!
Gladiators, sponsored by Ready Break.